On this week's show, Abe and Logan are back talking The Force Awakens. All this and more in episode 109 of the Inside Infinity podcast. Hello everyone, welcome to Inside Infinity episode number 109, recorded October 20th, 2015. Once again, I'm Will Kelly, and joining me this week, it's been a while, the one and only Mr. Logan Lanou. Logan Foulmouth Lanou, that's your new name.
Yes, that's me. I'm filling in for other team members this week.
That's true, that's true. Dude, it's so awesome to have you back on the show. It's been a while. It's been D23, I think.
D23, that's been a while.
It has been
4
a while.
months, 4 weeks, yeah. At least 4 weeks. I'm doing the math in my head. So yeah, it's been a long time.
If it's only been 4 weeks, I'm like, man, life is crazy.
At least 4 weeks. I
yeah.
think it's probably closer to 6 weeks. But yeah.
Well, dude, we're so happy to have you this week. You're kind of our resident Star Wars expert on the team, and so we're really excited. We got a little bit of Star Wars news this week. I don't know, nothing that important, but I'm sure we can figure something to talk about.
We should skip it. I don't know.
Yeah, we should skip it. And that sultry voice you heard there is none other than Abe from DizKingdom.com. Abe, it's been a while since we've had you back. Welcome.
What's up, guys? Yeah, it's been a while. What was it like after? I think it was after D23 as well. Yeah.
It was. I do think that you might have beat Logan as far as I think you might have been on since he was on. So I mean, you have Logan beat, but yeah, I think last time we had you on was with Jason, and we were Jason from Infinity Inquires doing.
I think it was the week after I was on.
Yep. Yeah, because we had our D23 recap, and then we had these guys on for theirs. So.
Yep.
Man, it's awesome to have you on again this week, Abe. We've been talking about getting things a little more frequent, and life just busy. So I'm glad that we were able to work tonight out. It was last minute, so thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. It was fun.
You have some firsthand experience to discuss tonight. I think people out there are going to be excited to hear it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Cool.
We'll be happy to talk about it.
I'd like to welcome everyone who's in the chat. We have some old and new friends alike. What's up, Blue Blur? Justin, how you doing, buddy? CJ, good seeing you. I'm gonna the problem with reading out names and Twitch is you're always worried what you're gonna say. Backer82, welcome, famous.
Wow.
Filtered reality,
that
good seeing you.
Horrible.
That was my bad.
He wins.
Yep. Infinifan, Janalom, JB, Mubo, Pfrey, Protheon X, Supmom, and I am the Maxi Geek, I think is the one that I can't see on the screen. Welcome, everyone. So excited to have you on tonight's show, and we want to hear your thoughts about the things we're going to be discussing, so make sure you're typing away in there. So before we get started, though, guys, I gotta say, Abe, I know you're not feeling all that well, but that is a killer mug that you have.
Yeah, definitely.
What's going on there?
Well, it's Donald. He's breaking through the mug, and then it actually says he's the rear admiral, not the real admiral, but the rear admiral. I was drinking this in honor of our buddy. All
right. When you throw up the mask, you got to do a good day, mate, or something.
Good day, mate.
That was a good one. I'm convinced.
Wait, let me convince you further. Where's my Vegemite?
It's in a box somewhere. I have it in this room. I swear I do.
I know you do.
I packed it today. I literally saw it today.
That's amazing. I can't believe you packed it with you. Why did you do that? Why didn't you just leave it?
I wanted to picture Jason Haynes. It's on the bottle, man.
Oh, that's
I
a good
carry
point.
this with me all the time.
Is that, half the time you show up to work like that, Abe?
Well, yeah, and it's okay because I see different people every day. So, like, today it worked out because I was working on the Muppets. So, it worked out. It was perfect doing this.
Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, man, you just, everyone's ears out there just perked up when you said
I was about to say, Lim totally just freaked out and you don't even know it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't talk about who was on it and stuff like that, but I can definitely tell you it was fun.
Dude, that's awesome. You lucky duck. No pun intended.
Thank you. I'll be back on campus tomorrow, though, for another show, so it'll be fun.
Man, you are just a high roller. That's awesome.
I wish, dude. I get to do the cool things, but the money don't come with it.
I guess it's a catch-22, right?
It depends what you do, but
yeah.
no, I'm working on it. So
Lim in the chat is saying he's so jealous. So be jealous, Lim.
Come on, Lim.
All right. Well, we have kind of a fun show. There's not a whole lot of specific Infinity news, but we do have a few topics to talk about, and then we have some fun Star Wars discussion. Before we do that, though, just a little bit of housekeeping. So first thing I want to show up on screen, you might have seen this if you follow us on Twitter and the Instagrams. So I got to give mad props to the lovely, talented one and only Sarah Menudo. Don't I sound like kind of a TV personality when I say that? The lovely and talented. But it's true. She made this awesome special edition Halloween shirt for us this year. And I think we're going to try to do some fun things, special edition shirts. People love the D23 shirts that we made. And so I think we're going to try to come up with fun new designs. This one's obviously nightmare themed, Halloween themed. And so it's our Halloween shirt. And if it goes well, we're going to be offering some more for different holidays. So if you have specific ideas of shirts you'd like to see, just please reach out to us and let us know. If you're interested in this shirt, just look for our tweets, but you can also go to teespring.com/Halloween-DITV. So that's how you can get your shirt, and it's shipping in. It's $18 plus shipping and handling, and then it gets shipped right to you. And yeah, these shirts are already being made. So if you're interested, go check them out. Justin in the chat is saying need long sleeve for these northern folks. That is, we can make that happen. We can absolutely make that happen. Next up, Lim in chat, Mr. Bad Gamer himself is bugging, not letting things die down there, not letting things die down in the Midwest. Wanted to make sure I mentioned the DITV Midwest meetup. So this is the first meetup we are having, and you know, this kind of started for all those folks out there in internet land that weren't fortunate enough to go to D23 or go to the the West Coast events or East Coast events. This is us/Lim trying to make things happen for other parts of the country. And if this goes well, we're hoping to have more of these in different regions. So this one's happening. Where is it happening? It's happening in Wisconsin. It's happening at a Best Buy there
in Appleton, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Appleton, yes, thank you. So yeah, it's a little bit far for you, Abe.
I was gonna say if it was Lambeau Field, I'll definitely go. But
Not that far.
I'm a cheesehead, man. I'm a cheesehead.
That's awesome. I bet Logan would even go too. Just being a football fan.
I'm going.
No, I would go to Lambeau. That's awesome.
Yeah, Lambeau definitely.
That's cool. Yep, not there this year, but maybe next year. So this is going to be fun. There's going to be some competition, some giveaways, and just kind of all Disney Infinity gathering and love. So make sure you head on over to our Facebook page to find out the details on that event. So it's coming up real soon. It's happening on October 31st. So yeah, it's happening on Halloween.
Halloween, wow.
Yeah. What was that, Logan?
Do we have a time on Halloween?
Yep, it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Nice.
Is it daylight? It's not daylight yet. It's going to be
just
standard.
Central
time.
Just time. Whatever time it is at that time.
Time zones they're confusing, but at least for me, apparently, because I had a scheduling conflict tonight, so my bad. But anyway, Lim, awesome work on that. I can't wait to see and hear how this goes. Right now, there's currently 6 people signed up. I'm sure there's going to be more that shows up and joins, and it's going to be a good time. So if you end up making it, I know Lim's the photog, so he'll be taking lots of pictures. But make sure you tweet us and Instagram us and send us your photos, and we'll get on the next show. That'd be awesome to see people out there. P. Frey in the chat is saying "boo packer." Yeah.
6-0, baby. I don't care.
Oh, too funny.
We should do it at the Wisconsin Dells next time too. That'd be awesome.
Oh, little water park action. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
In the middle of winter. Well, it's
it
all
might have to be a summer
indoors.
meetup then.
No, they got indoor water parks.
Yeah.
Do they really? I guess that makes sense, right?
They're all indoors.
Yeah. I mean, actually, yeah. Every resort has indoor sections, so because it's Wisconsin, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I'm just glad Jason's not here right now because all we'd be hearing is Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
So, go Cheeseheads. I'll put my vote for that. There you go. All right. The next housekeeping item, and last housekeeping item, probably the most important. People have been asking what's going on with Extra Life this year? Well, we are actually teaming up this year with anyone and everyone who wants to join, but I want to give mad shout out to Christopher over at DisneyHolics.com, who set up the team and allowed us to join with them this year. So we are doing Extra Life this year. It's going to be a little bit different. The DITV team is going to be taking it in shifts simply because we're kind of busy this year, but we want to make sure we are participating. And so stay tuned for schedule on that. But anyone and everyone's welcome to join the team. This is the team name is To Infinity and Beyond, not to be confused with the awesome Diz Kingdom Facebook To Infinity and Beyond. But Abe's welcome. We just talked right before show to have him do some Extra Life in with us this year. But the point is, we don't think Disney Interactive is doing one this year, so we want to make sure that there's a team out there for everyone to join. It's for an amazing cause, for Children's Miracle Network, and it's been a great success each and every year, and we're really excited to have it happen and play some Disney Infinity again. We got some awesome stuff to give away. We have some shirts, figures. We have a custom figure. Lim slapped my wrist for not bringing it up. I'll try to get that as we're talking later. We have a custom figure to give away. And we also have Boondog Man in the chat donated a couple really cool custom, not custom, what are they called? Commissioned artwork that we're going to be giving away, and details on how we're going to be giving this away at a later date. But you can see it on screen right now, and he's going to kill me because I forgot what we named it. But it's Yoda and Darth Vader squaring off, and only in Infinity is this possible, so I think that's what we called it, only in Infinity. And this is really cool. I mean, this is some custom artwork he got at Comic-Con a couple weeks ago, New York City Comic-Con. So, or no, it wasn't New York City, but it was a Comic-Con, and it's really cool. Star Wars themed, Disney Infinity. What's that?
I thought New York Comic Con was a couple weeks ago.
It was a couple weeks
ago. It was. I don't think that was the particular Comic-Con.
It's probably a different Comic-Con, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll correct me in the chat room if that is the case, and I'll make sure to say. But that's awesome of you, Justin.
Ray Park signature?
Yep.
Seattle Comic Con.
Seattle. Good job, Logan. So yeah, so for those that don't know, the Ray Park Darth Maul, we were able to help Justin get that with the help of Crystal Perry, and as a thanks, he's donated a few of these. I can't say one of a kind because he had a few of them made, but few of a kind, very special Infinity posters. So
limited edition. Right?
There you go, limited edition.
Well, what does one got to do to win that awesome Logan custom that we saw earlier?
Are you donating that as well?
You got to mass produce those.
You can just come pick it up out of my trash can next Sunday night.
Oh, that's amazing. So, well, thanks, Justin, for those. Stay tuned for more info. But if you want to join us in Extra Life, go to extralife.com and just look for To Infinity and Beyond. Join the team. Anyone can participate. We hope to have some fun with some racing competitions during the event and stuff. But it should be a good time, and it's for a good cause. So, yeah. Gentlemen, do you have anything of anything I mentioned before we get started with the news? Do you wanna add to, or should we get things started?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm ready to talk Star Wars.
All right, hold your horses. Hold your horses. So the first news item of the week, we only got two this week, coming at you from InfinityInquirer.com. And we finally got some news about the Disney Infinity version releasing on the PC. So let's cut off a little bit. So let me just open that up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, so Disney Infinity is finally has a release date for the PC. It's going to be free. It's going to be very similar to the iOS/Android version, and it's launching on the 29th. So that's I believe that's next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Oh, wow. Yeah. So next Thursday, it was announced on Toybox TV. And yeah, no, it's going to make a lot of people happy because a lot of people enjoy playing on the PC version. Or are you guys going to be playing on the PC version?
I don't have a PC.
So
I don't even know what a PC is.
Not I.
Yeah, I'm a Mac guy too.
Yeah, I'm on a Mac.
I'm on a Mac as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep, me either. But yay for PC users. It's great.
Fun, guys.
I mean, we wish it was on a Mac, right? would play
Yeah.
it if it was on Mac.
Why they couldn't put the iPad version in the App Store?
That's because it's on our Apple TVs, yo.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Full featured though. That's what I like to hear. All right, I'm gonna have to ask you off air if you guys are getting that because I'm curious.
I already have an Apple TV, so I don't want to buy another one.
Amen to that. This is hilarious. InfiniFan80 is commenting, I see product placement. He sees our ad on. So for that t-shirt, that's not how it works. It feeds you ads based on your activities. So Jason isn't sponsoring that t-shirt. It just happens to be what's being shown to me because I frequented that website. That is hilarious. Cool. The next piece of information is coming at us from your site, Abe, DizKingdom.com. And this is, we got some info about we talked about them last week, but the the light effects figures, and kind of what their place on the shelf. So do you want to just go ahead and talk about this a little bit, Abe?
Sure. I mean, are we just talking about like the exclusivity?
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
It's basically just what I just said in one sentence. All the light effects figures will be coming out exclusive to certain retailers. That's how we do it out here in the States. We like to keep it complicated. But as far as what we know, I believe Anakin is exclusive to... Jeez, I don't even remember, dude. Honestly, anyways, they're exclusive to stores.
If Amazon or Walmart comes into your mouth, I'm going to be mad.
So
I already said Amazon, so yeah.
It's Best Buy for Anakin, Target for Yoda, and then the others are unannounced. But Amazon, GameSpot, Toys R Us, and Walmart.
So I'm going to preface by apologizing because I haven't been keeping up with the news. I literally, I'm in a room full of unpacked boxes. I moved today. So I've been a little busy. So I'm literally hearing this as like for the first time ever, and this sucks.
Exclusives. I don't know. These are special
console
figures.
Exclusives, store exclusives. I hate it. Hate it all. I almost want to move to Canada and just not get it.
Dude, you just moved. Don't move again.
Well, at least everything's still in a box.
There you go. You might even still have the truck.
Not the grill.
Yeah, no, not the grill.
The grill's nice.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a bummer, but at least we got some info on a few of them. And I think that probably if you could pull a good piece of info out of this is that they are going to be released in other regions as well. They didn't give any specifics, but it will be released in the UK and other regions. So.
I do hope when they give us a press release that they do say that it's a timed exclusive, because I don't mind waiting for figures I already have, and I can just buy them later.
True.
Yeah, I mean, but judging by so the info is coming. It's confirmed by Jameson Wong, director of retail operations and finance for Disney Infinity, and he's saying they will be permanent retailer exclusives.
Oh, great.
Which is, we haven't seen permanent retail exclusives in a while. The Crystal figures were the last
that
ones,
was
right?
It.
That's
it.
That
was
it. And yet, Maxi Geek, they are out December 1st. So
this guy was also for
GameStop. Totally forgot about
anymore.
that. That was a console and a retail exclusive.
Well, it's still, because it's not 100% confirmed yet.
Right. Yeah.
True.
Speaking of which, I think it's still $24.99, so go pick it up, and then you can trade all that stuff in and end up paying what, like $12 for it. So
that was brilliant. It's good to know. I thought I missed the sale, so I think I'm gonna do that.
Me too.
It's still going on as long as the. I mean, GameStop changes their prices randomly, so go get it while you can.
I'm gonna call a buddy of mine. But yeah, definitely got to do that.
InfiniFan80 is saying, Logan, you want to stay put. You don't want to move to Canada. Those are not the droids you're looking for.
Very true. Very true. I can't handle the cold. Arkansas was cold enough, man. That was. Yeah.
All right.
You spit my tea here.
That's how you know you're doing it right. All right, guys. That's really the official news of the week as far as, specific sort of unknowns. Did you guys have any plans last night? Did you guys do anything? Was there anything? I know there's a football game on, I think. It was Monday night.
I didn't watch it. I was at work. I honestly was at work.
Oh.
Well, no,
Thank God I have Star Wars Twitter push notifications because I got that video pretty darn quick.
Yeah, I was planning to clip my cat's nails, and luckily I was able to do so. So,
was that before or after you were busy washing your hair?
Oh my God.
You guys don't schedule these things? Come on.
No.
Is that before or after your perm? It's just.
Well,
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
like it?
I love it.
Oh, so we are alluding to the final trailer. Final, right? This is the final trailer for The Force Awakens. They aired it during Monday Night Football, and I think the biggest news of that, outside of the trailer itself, was the fact that tickets went on sale right after that. And so,
no, that's not what I heard. Was
actually right before, because I bought mine 30 minutes before.
Oh, really?
The trailer went live. Yeah.
I heard the biggest news was this is the first time that a bunch of nerds or geeks
watched football.
Game.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the biggest news I heard on a lot of local TV stations.
My favorite tweet I've seen since this was like, making a bunch of geeks watch football to see the trailer of Star Wars. It's like making a bunch of jocks watch Star Wars to see the Super Bowl. It's just ridiculous. But
I think my favorite tweet was one of the guys that was at the El Capitan event with us. He immediately, before the trailer came out, he immediately tweeted Jar Jar confirmed. And he was getting a lot of hate. It was so awesome.
That is brutal.
It was so awesome.
That's too funny. Well, so Logan and I, we got to enjoy the trailer on the internet. Abe, where were you last night? Where did you get to see the trailer?
I got to go see it at El Capitan in Hollywood, California.
Like in the game? You went in the game and while you were at home in California and watched it from that El Capitan, or? No, I'm just
I get what you're saying.
That was bad.
Horrible.
Tardy slip, yeah. No, I did say Hollywood, California.
True.
But yeah, I just went to. Honestly, it was out of the blue. The day before, Allison put out this tweet, and I'm like, wow, kind of last minute. I didn't expect that, and yeah, it was fun. I'll tell you this much: we have never seen so many people looking at their phones and updating ESPN to see how many seconds were left on the clock, because they would not show us the trailer until it was actually released on TV.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I think there was 2 minutes left on the clock, and it took about 15 minutes to go through those 2 minutes, so it was ridiculous.
Yep.
But it was awesome. I mean, they had like a little tournament going on before for Speedway, and yeah, I mean,
didn't the same guy who won the in-games event win Speedway?
I told him, let the guy win. It was like he played against a teenager, and like it was a friend of mine from
good friend.
Yeah. Shut up. I know his name, Alexander from Disc Kingdom.
Yeah.
He next to me. Him and I actually raced against each other.
Nice. Who won?
That was fun. I did, of course.
Of course.
But anyways, dude, the guy went up there, and we were both talking about it. Like, look, he's saving his missile. He's saving his missile. To the very last lap, he used it right on him. The dude was about the teenager was about to win, and he used it like, that was so dirty. That was so dirty. I was hoping somebody had a jalopy so he can cancel out all the weapons. But yeah, I told him, don't win it, dude. You already got a cruise. Don't win it.
Yeah, seriously, right? What did the winner get? Anything, or was it just for fun?
It was the
Saga bundle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I even told him, dude, that Boba's mine. He's like, no, I don't have Boba. I was like, but it's cool. Chris is cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he shouldn't have won.
So it was just kind of like a meetup, and they also I'm pulling up some photos right now, and they also had the figures and stuff in person, right?
That's correct. Yeah. So
That's
I mean,
what I want to know about.
I'll give you a whole run through the whole situation. When you got to El Capitan, there was two different lines. There was a line to the left, and that was just for the people lined up to buy the tickets and to see the trailer.
Okay.
They were going to let the people go in just to see the trailer. Obviously, those to the right was all Disney Infinity, and they had us fill out, NDAs, or no, not NDAs. We were going to be filmed, so that we had to sign those disclaimer stuff. And anyways, we went inside, and immediately in the lobby, you have in a nice glass case just teasing you like a carrot on a stick. Were these figures, and they had all 4 of them out, and they also had them in box. I did look behind the playset box, and yeah, I didn't see anything promising.
No.
I know. Trust me, that's like one of the things that I needed to see. But so I didn't see anything promising. But still, they look so cool. Those figures in person look amazing.
So nothing shiny at all.
I was hoping to see something shiny, but it is cardboard, so there probably wasn't any, shiny paint on there. Hopefully my eyes are deceived me or something.
All right.
I know. I'm hoping that's like a surprise. Maybe.
Like, all right. So I don't know if you know this, but a while back, before all the announcements and everything, Mighty Gidas, Lauren and I did a show where we just guessed like Star Wars figures.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
So we're actually like about 80% right of the figures they've announced so far. So I'm like, please be Phasma. Please give me Phasma.
Oh.
Like, honestly, I love the idea of this character. I think she's going to be like the Boba Fett of this series,
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. God, I hope she's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So can I ask a completely like lame, I don't know anything
Ignorant
question?
Sure.
That was a word I was looking for. Thank you. Is Captain Phasma a bad guy or a bad girl?
So she's part of the First Order. So I guess in this case, yes.
Okay.
That's the storm.
I mean, so we don't really know much info about any of the characters, right? But we're
right.
We don't know, but what we do know, obviously, from what we've seen, is she's totally like the main, the real deal. She's not one to mess with. So I think she's like her own entity, separating from Kylo Ren. You know what I mean?
I think she's like a Boba Fett Vader hybrid. Like she's she's the weapon, but like a roguish. Like
see the way I see it, I feel like she's the leader of.
No, I think that's Kylo Ren.
I think Kylo Ren jumps in later on.
I got you. It's a good theory. I like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys are nerds, and I love it.
Yeah, you there, Mr.
But I still stand by that there is no Luke Skywalker in that trailer.
You don't think it's the guy in the hood with the hand? No.
I don't. And Boondoggle Man and I had a lengthy Twitter discussion about this.
Okay.
At length. That I don't believe it. I don't think it's him.
No.
I don't.
All right, we'll get back into that. Let me get back into the event. We'll talk about the trailer because I know a lot of people wondering.
This go all night.
So anyways, we see the figures, and then they didn't show us any like gameplay footage or a trailer for the playset, which it was a bummer because like they kind of said they were going to have some content, but I guess that was the content. The only thing that you saw was an image after the trailer that we've already seen for the Rise Against the Empire. It was just both Finn and both Finn and Rey. It was them two. I don't think there was anybody else, or it was Poe and I don't know. Anyways, it was 2 of them. That's it. We didn't get to see any footage or anything, which sucks. But then they had the tournament. 40 people went up there.
Wow.
Did a time trial. I still think I could have done better, but here's the issue. I think I did great, except they did battle racing, and I thought it was going to be like time trial without weapons. So I was. I mean, I'm not talking smack. This is the truth. I was always in first place, but I kept getting hit by that, the blue shell equivalent for Speedway. I got hit like 4 or 5 times, so it's like it killed my time. But I still won, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's an interesting way of doing it. It's like because there's a lot of variables that are just out of your control,
right?
And so to make that a time trial is kind of an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it was still cool. I mean, it added a lot of like suspense to all those watching. Like, oh, who's gonna win? This is a good battle. So
right.
But it was a cool event. And then obviously we sat there waiting, twiddling our thumbs for the trailer to come up. And that's when we finally saw it, dude. It was awesome. They looped it like 5 times.
Really? So was that actually in the theater? I assume it was in like the big screen and everything.
Yeah, the big screen. They literally like Infinity finished right on time, like perfect timing. We didn't think they were gonna do it.
Wow, yeah. That's a first.
And we're just sitting there waiting. They put the curtains down and we're ready to go. And then they go, "Okay, guys, you guys ready to see it? All right. Well, we have to wait until they show it on the football game." And I'm like, And then that's when the torture happened. And
watch
finally,
ESPN app. Yep.
Yeah. all that happened, and then finally when they showed it, it was awesome.
Yeah.
How
Awesome.
did the crowd like kind of did they
Oh
cheer and
yeah.
go wild and stuff?
After the first run through of the whole trailer, we were all saying, "Show it again, show it again!" Like it was just crazy.
Yeah.
And they did, and then I literally got up after the second time, and people were so show it again, and they said, "We're gonna loop it for a few times, guys." And I'm like, "Okay, I gotta go. It's my dad's birthday. I'm having dinner to get to, so I gotta go." Yeah.
I like where your priorities are at, though.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't gonna go, but my dad said the get together was later at night because he had to work too, so it was perfect. I managed to go to both things. So, oh yeah, and they had a giveaway, which obviously everybody was hoping was an amazing Force Awakens figure, which I didn't get my hopes up. I knew it was going to be either Vader or Maul or something. I was hoping it could have been like either. Well, no, it was
King Mickey Power Disc.
No, I was gonna say Hulkbuster or Ultron, but
Right,
that's not
Ultron.
Star Wars related, so I'm sure they weren't gonna do. But we got Vader, so
Nice.
yeah, it was cool.
That sounds awesome. I love that they did this, and I'm glad to know that it was a last minute. Well, I'm sure it wasn't planned last minute, but I hadn't heard of it until Logan last night. We're talking about tonight's show, and he's like, "Hey, you should ask Abe to come on since he was at the event." And I'm like, what event?
What event? Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Well, that's cool that you got to go to it because those live events are just awesome anyway. And you throw this combined passion of Star Wars and Disney Infinity, and then you just get into this room with these people, and it's so infectious. I mean, much of D23 was like that, and so I'm sure that was fun.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the energy was cool. I mean, they did let all the Infinity fans who were lined up, like they were the priority. Everybody was let in. We got the best seats for the trailer. It was really nice. They took care of us. And then finally, when it was time for the trailer, they let everybody else in. So
Cool.
But it was cool. It was a cool little event, and the setup was great. It was definitely fun.
So I have to ask you, since you got eyes on the figures, what do you think of what you've seen?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was excited. I was really excited, but like my conscience was telling me, dude, you can just open that glass case, right? And I'm like, shut up, leave me alone. You're supposed to be good. But no, dude, they're amazing. They're amazing. I think now that I got to see it up close, as much as I like Kylo Ren, like, dude, Poe looks freaking awesome. He's just so cool. Yeah, he looks really cool.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I still think Kylo Ren is epic. I mean, the little twist in the saber is just such a cool detail. His pose and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, everything's awesome. And Rey is a gorgeous figure too. I mean, like, the Leia figure has something to look out for. You know what I mean? Because they both look great. But no, it's cool. It's gonna be an awesome playset. The playset piece is awesome too. You know what I mean? I fell in love with Sabine because she was standing on a helmet, but this thing is epic. So yeah, it's gonna be a great thing to add to our collection. So
definitely sounds like it. Now, if they can just make a Kylo Ren
Shiny
like a light effects, yeah, and they can make a shiny one. Yes, please.
Yeah.
I hope that's like gonna be like, surprise, here's another one. I hope.
Dude,
Fingers crossed.
I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Logan, we haven't actually gotten a chance to hear your thoughts officially on the show. What do you think of these recently announced figures?
I'm enthused. I'm excited. I think that has a lot to do with the trailer and just me being excited for the movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, they're not announcing Jar Jar, so that's good. But if I wasn't excited, you had to throw that up. But if I wasn't excited for the movie, I think I would be less enthused.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say something bad about this game, but that's how I kind of feel about Spot, because that's how I feel about The Good Dinosaur. I'm not overly enthused for that movie, so I'm not too enthused about the figure. Even though the sculpt looks cool, I got to look at him before we left the expo and everything like that. I'm not excited to play with him in game. So, and it's complete contrast to how I feel with the Force Awakens, stuff like that. I'm still not going 100% all in because I want Phasma. As soon as they announced Phasma, I'm like, dude, let's do this. But Hopefully she's with like the playset or something crazy. Who knows? I doubt it, but yeah.
I mean, I know they have a few figures under the under their
Oh
sleeve.
yeah.
They have to, and to not include Phasma is, dude. I mean, there was two kids who dressed up to this event. One of them was Kylo Ren, which we saw in pictures and stuff. But the cutest little picture was this little guy. This I think he was like 3 or 4 years old, full Captain Phasma costume.
Nice.
Complete.
Wow.
Walking around, being a cute little kid running around. But he was completely shiny. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
So
I think it's because the character, the outfit, the costume, the armor is just visually amazing, visually stunning. And I think that's why she's getting so much intrigue. But honestly, she looks like something I totally would be game for, really, falling behind in the show. So December 18th, we'll find out.
So looking at, I was comparing to the current Star Wars figures we have, and I was like, I don't think we have any that's only 4 figures. And then I looked at Rebels, but Rebels don't have a playset. So
true.
I'm hopeful, but like you guys.
Rebels should have 5 figures. That's a different podcast. Anyway,
it's true. True. Also, I guess there's always 2 sides, right?
Someone's always left out.
Yeah.
There's always someone left out. And that's the beauty and the beast of Disney Infinity is we will never. I honestly believe, unless this game goes on for 100 years, we will never get all the characters we want.
Yeah, I personally believe ever since San Diego Comic-Con, when they spoke to I forget the guy's name from Sony, that when they were approached for an exclusive, they said Boba Fett. I feel like when they said that Boba Fett came into the roster, who should we drop from Rebels? Hera got dropped. That's my theory.
I don't think Boba Fett is such a fan fave. There's no way they just forgot him.
But the way I see it, like I think they forgot a lot of other great figures.
Oh,
I mean,
don't
obviously,
get me wrong. You should.
Obviously, I know how much you want Jar Jar, but what about General Grievous? Like, come on, that would be the most epic figure.
I did an entire hour podcast on this.
I know, I saw it.
And I only went into that podcast with 30 names. I cut it down from well over 100.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I want Akbar. I want there's a ton of characters I want.
True. He'd be cool.
I don't care. I don't care if he doesn't do an attack. I just want a button where he runs around and goes, "It's a trap. It's a trap."
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that custom now.
Oh yeah. But yes, absolutely. But yeah, that's for the trailer and everything else.
Yeah.
I was at work, so I had to compose myself, but it was amazing. It was awesome. I'm totally into it, man. And Lim and I had and Lloyd had a huge discussion about it. I think yesterday morning or this morning. I don't remember. This morning. Because Lim is a fan and stuff like that, but Lloyd and I are bigger fans, I think. But we were talking about like he doesn't get how some people were so into it gung ho, and it's been a long time coming. We thought we were going to get it with the prequels, but it's been a long time coming. So it's pretty awesome. I'm so stoked. I bought 4 tickets. I didn't even ask anybody if they wanted to come. But
you're like, those 4 tickets are all for me. I'm taking up 4 seats.
Yeah, I want elbow room, damn it. No.
I think what's so important too is that this is the actual first sequel.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first Star Wars sequel. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, what about the episode 1, 2, and 3? Those are prequels. And I wouldn't count them, but still.
I mean, the only characters there's only 3 or 4 characters that were in all 6. Yoda, R2, C-3PO, and stuff like that. And Chewbacca cameoed in episode.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah.
So Abe, what do you think of the trailer?
Oh, it's awesome. It's so good. I think I'm up to like probably over 20 views already.
Wow. Oh yeah, I've crossed 30.
Well, dude, it's funny because I was on set today and like we were, I was sitting with a few people there and we were like bored and I'm like, oh dude, I'm feeling withdrawals. Like, what are you talking about? I need to see the trailer again. He's like, oh my god, I just saw it because I was feeling the same thing. So we both pulled it up and watched it again.
That's awesome.
And started analyzing it, but it's great. It's really good. The only thing that I can say and I want to express it, is like the sequence that they showed the whole trailer in and the dialogue that they had going on in the background. Don't think it's it's continuity, like it goes together. I feel like it's all skewed just to confuse us because JJ hasn't given us nothing, and I'm sure he's doing the same thing with the trailer. So don't get confused.
Yeah.
But aside from that, the trailer is fucking. Oop, 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 oop. Logan, you caused them to be the F-bomb. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the passion that this trailer brings out.
Yes. And that's why I can't like.
He's like, I'm going to get some water.
He's derailed. No, and that's the reason I can't. Like we were talking about how I don't think Luke Skywalker was the character with the robot hand on R2, is because I know JJ and I know it could just be a head fake and plus they made a huge deal about Mark Hamill growing facial hair and he looked like Obi-Wan and all this other stuff. Until I see that scruffy face on screen, JJ, Luke was never in the trailer. And that's how I feel about it.
Well, I also feel like he's being saved for, we still have episode 8 and 9. I feel like he may be in it. I don't think he's going to be huge in it. That's my opinion. Or at least they're trying to hide a huge plot.
And it could he could be the Yoda, like Yoda didn't come in really until Empire.
That's true.
And stuff like that. Like, you have all these young people with Force abilities trying to figure out what's going on. There's bad guys coming with Force abilities. What do we do? Well, there's this old dude who he's Vader's kid. He might know what to do. And then enter Mark Hamill in old garb. But yes, I get you.
Yeah.
Comment of the night is going to my boy JB in the chat, and he's correcting you, Abe. He's saying that there was a trailer, or excuse me, there was a sequel. It was just
the holiday special.
It's a Christmas special.
No, does not count.
Return to Endor.
Well, I can easily say Star Tours. The original. You know what I mean? Come on. No, it doesn't count. Not buying it.
So someone in the chat asked what I thought of the trailer, and I'm kind of in the limb camp on this, Logan. I love Star Wars, but like a lot of my friends and a lot of my friends that are like diehard Star Wars fans, when I was a kid growing up, my parents weren't into it, so I didn't live and breathe it like a lot of the kids growing up our age. And so I had to kind of experience it on my own, and for that reason, it's definitely more of a casual love for the movie. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because I personally like this trailer more than I like the very first trailer we got.
Teasers, yeah.
And I remember people like saying, I got chills when
Chewie were home.
Yep, yeah. Chewie were home. And something was just lost on me in that trailer, and I kind of felt left out. And it's just because, like I said, that was my background. But I feel like now I've ridden the hype train long enough, and I'm a huge fan of J.J. Abrams. And like this trailer, like you said, Abe, it showed a lot without giving anything away, and that's what I'm glad they've continued to do that. But it's like, this is the last one we're getting, and they showed us a lot, but you still have no idea what is going on. And so this trailer is like, I can't wait.
But like the first teaser, the Chewie We're Home trailer, I think it was.
I thought that was the second teaser, by the way.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Okay. Chewie We're Home was the second teaser.
I thought it was the first trailer, but there had been a few teasers. But
the first one was there's been an awakening. There's been an awakening.
Oh, yeah.
Have you felt it? Yeah.
My bad.
So the Chewie We're Home teaser trailer, I think that that was released at Star Wars Celebration, and I think it was intentionally done there as a reassurance for the hardcore fans. Every still was like practical effects, check. Old people are back, check. Like just yes, we've listened to you. Here's proof. Go be happy.
Millennium Falcon.
Yes, yeah. Right. And it's like yes, check. And I think that's why hardcore fans really they listened.
Yeah,
it's not new effects. It's not all this crazy weird CG alien Gungans. And
I knew you were gonna throw that in there.
it's saying, look, we hear you. We're gonna do what we want to do. Not saying that, hey, we kicked George to the curb or anything like that, but like we hear you. We're gonna do it, and here's proof. And I think that's why that trailer was so well received for hardcore fans, you know, and it made a lot of people very happy.
That's an interesting point. So this trailer, the last one before the movie launches, they showed it during Monday Night Football. You know, a seemingly very universal audience, and so maybe that's part of the reason why it made more of a connection to me. I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Do you think so? Because was it like a little more universal?
Yeah. I think it gave you a little more meat, like just a little bit. Like, hey, all right, so we showed everybody else just a couple pictures of the movie and what it's kind of going to look like, but here's a little bit, so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. Like, okay, so, and I think for the Monday night, you know, for the general public, I guess we can call them, you know, whenever they see this trailer, they're like, okay, maybe I don't have to watch those 6 other crazy movies to get into this one, because, I mean, it's a whole new story in theory, you know, and it's a whole cast, like they want to be like Vader. That's what Kylo's, or that's what we think he's talking about, like, and stuff like that. So I don't have to watch all 6 movies, but it has great special effects, and everybody's all about special effects and stuff nowadays. So why not go see this movie? So yeah, I think it kind of, I don't want to say watered down or anything like that, because it totally wasn't. It was amazing, but I think because a lot of that trailer had extended images we saw from other teasers,
right?
You know, and stuff. So it just kind of gives you a little bit more for the general public. Like, okay, yeah, I'm sold. Let's do this. You know.
I was gonna add to that. I was gonna say I'm slightly in a different spectrum to that. I feel like this trailer has a little bit to appeal to every demographic, and what I mean by that is not like young people, old people. I mean demographic as in old Star Wars fans, fans that were upset with prequels, fans that love them all. Mm-hmm. And I also feel like they're also to tell the public, hey guys, we're doing Star Wars, we're doing it better, and look, we're still paying homage to the old ones. And check this out. Look, have you seen this new guy? He's saying I'm gonna continue what you started, and they show Darth Vader, you know, all, you know, his burnt up helmet, and I'm like, it's trying to grab every single part of the fan base, those that we lost, you know, Lord of the Rings and all, you know, Harry Potter, all that stuff, and those to gain, you know, all these little kids. Like I told you, that little kid wearing, you know, amazing Captain Phasma, you know, outfits. I mean, it's gonna grab everybody. And
sure,
the last thing that I want to tap into that Logan said, that they didn't just give you meat. I mean, they give you the whole cow. I mean, there's like X-wings flying around. Yeah, you have Kylo Ren and his saber, and you have Rey. You know, the way they introduced her, like, you know, she's a scavenger. Like, I mean, there was so much. I mean, there was even, for those who have the quick eye and saw, there was an actual little Easter egg in part of the trailer too. Do you want me to give it away? Anybody want to know?
Spoiler alert, if you don't want to be spoiled, turn off the show for 30 seconds.
No, it's less, like 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
The scene where you see all the multicolored flags.
That's where I knew you were going.
If you freeze it and you look, you can see the logo of some bounty hunter we know.
There's 2 logos, and it's not just a bounty hunter. One of which was the logo for Mandalore. Period.
Hold on. Before you continue, mute for another 20 seconds. Okay, go.
Good job, Abe. Good job.
That was awesome. So one of the logos was of Mandalore, because if you watch Clone Wars or Rebels, you know, like the Mandalorian armor is like you know, is like their army is like the best. They're the Marines of in the galactic whatever, and they all have the, you know, the cow skull kind of logo. So that was just like the Mandalorian armor, their Mandalorian trained or whatever. So it makes me think that they're on Mandalore. But there's also, if you looked on the left, there's one with like a little ivy kind of deal. That was specific to Boba Fett, which is cool. I mean, because it's all homage to him. So I don't know if it's tied to Boba or if it's just like they're on Mandalore or what. So it'll be interesting. Whatever it is, I'm intrigued. You know, so.
Yeah, as long as
you can unmute now.
Yeah, you can unmute. As long as B. Jordan doesn't walk out of that scene, I'll be happy. Just
man.
don't want that. Anyways, continue.
Also, have you guys seen any of the reaction trailers, like reactions to the trailers?
Oh, reaction shots? No, I have not seen that.
Oh,
Of the actors, right?
John Boyega's.
Oh,
Yeah.
those. I thought you were talking like random people. Yeah.
No.
Those.
John Boyega's was so cool. I'm like, dude, you're in the movie. But like, and I think he's like totally freaking out whenever it was the scene where Kylo's like going swing at, and he's got the lightsaber or whatever. And I think that's, if you kind of timed it up, that's what he was freaking out over. But.
Also, Daisy watching it, she was crying. Like, this what you're talking about, John Boyega, and then Daisy watching it. This gives you like a sense of like I guess peace. You're calm that it's going to be great because these movies are being done and starring fans.
Sure.
For John Boyega to blow up like that, or for Daisy to cry like that, and then J.J. Abrams being a hardcore Star Wars fan. It's
he
it's
left the other franchise to come to this. So
yeah. So it's. Overall, that trailer was amazing.
Yeah. I agree, totally agree.
There's so much. There's not only a whole cow in there. There's like potatoes and some veggies.
And the coolest thing about it is the only place you get to, like, the only video game tied to this movie is Infinity.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Battlefront has the Battle of Jakku, so I guess
it'll lead you up to Infinity. There you go.
Right.
So that's actually a great segue. So Boondog Man is saying that he hopes that the playset follows the story of the movie because he wants to relive all of these epic scenes we're seeing in the trailers. What do you guys think? Do you want it to be like Rise Against the Empire style of story, or do you want it to be almost a beat by beat retelling? What do you guys think?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
I agree. A little bit of both. And I think it's going to be, somewhat like a movie storyline, because otherwise they would release it before the movie, with all the other toys. But since it's released on the movie's actual release date, which is a Friday, which, in hardly any Disney Infinity stuff, it's either Sundays or Tuesdays, leads me to believe that it has something to do with, there is movie storyline in there, or some spoiler that Lucas doesn't want to release.
Yeah.
Captain Phasma.
God, I hope.
Yes. Make it happen.
And the coolest thing about this whole situation is we all see Captain Phasma, we love her. Everybody's fallen in love with that freaking BB-8 remote control thing, droid.
Oh, the Sphero, yeah.
Yeah, the Sphero. But there could be some total character that we didn't even haven't seen yet that could be in this movie and steal the show for us. Mm-hmm. And then then the fans can come up and be like, no, we want this character in there as well, so that's what's kind of cool about this, because we don't even know the whole cast, and what they bring to the table, or
a friend of mine,
if they even make it alive through the movie.
A friend of mine who went to Toy Fair spoke to I think a Hasbro rep, and they did say that this wave of toys that they already, obviously we already know about, that they released is their so-called phase 1. Which means there might be toys, and what Logan's stepping into, there might be toys of characters we don't even know about yet. Right. So which makes me believe, like, again, Captain Phasma, it might be released in a different way with other characters we don't know. So, plus, going back to the whole figure count that you were saying, like 5 for all the Star Wars, it makes sense to release a few more figures on a brand new franchise that you're trying to launch and that you're making huge hype about, especially with your game 3.0 being themed to Star Wars. So it would make sense that we get, like, how many Avengers did we get on Wave 1? Like 7? So it kind of makes sense that we would get a few more figures. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think that there's just 4 for this movie. Especially with a play set. There, it may or may not be Phasma. I hope it is, but who knows, And then it'll be really fun because if I remember right, all Star Wars cross over into all playsets. So I could play with my other figures in this eventually, in this playset. So
sweet.
And this is awesome, you guys. Seriously, like I love hearing your thoughts on this and kind of hearing what your hopes for the Disney Infinity Force Awakens connection is, and hearing your thoughts on the figures.
So here's a hope I have for the game in the playset. All the the original trilogy was just a great story. I loved everything about it. It introduced me to the Force. The prequels, my favorite part about it is lightsaber duels. They were amazing in the prequels. But everything I've seen in the trailer that looks amazing is space battles. So I'm hoping in this playset they actually have some really cool space gameplay and stuff like that. That could really be awesome. It was a lot of fun in Rise of the Empire and stuff like that. But and transversing between planets. But I think it'd be really cool to throw a little bit more in the space arena.
What was wrong with space? Is it the actual
Wasn't
space
enough of it.
physics? Okay.
And also inverting flight controls for
Yeah.
person via aircraft.
Yes. Please. That's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
I'm with Logan on this. I mean, I really hope that I really feel that the gameplay, and not only that, but the movie as well, is a great representation of the title Star Wars.
Right.
Because I want to see a war up in space, man, and I want to see it hardcore, and I want to see it in our game. Because honestly, that's one of the things I really loved about Rise Against the Empire place. There was just so much going on, and even with the Twilight, whenever you went to a different planet, like all of a sudden you get interrupted by Plo Koon saying, "Oh, somebody's under attack" or whatever.
Right.
That's cool, but definitely more space fighting, and I honestly want to see more of these battles on land as well, even if we're in flight vehicles. That would be kind of cool.
What do you mean?
So, kind of like we see in the teaser where we see the Millennium Falcon being chased on a chased through a fallen starship.
Right. Star Destroyer, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
or Star Destroyer. Yeah, some type of gameplay like that on planets as well.
I got you. So like just like a level in the playset where you have to navigate through, almost
Yeah.
like in Rise Against the Empire, like the Death Star run kind of deal.
Yeah, kind of like that, exactly.
I got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, totally. I see that.
Interesting.
Will, what about you?
Well, actually,
Yeah, well, you're just so quiet.
no, I have nothing to contribute to this specifically.
Wait! I've heard those words. Did you learn that from Jason?
And now it's my turn to
I have
go on a
nothing to say.
tirade for an hour.
Yes. We're done for half an hour now. Take a
Your
breath,
preface
baby.
it. No, this is actually Lim sent me this morning, and it was an email from a watcher listener of ours who was watching him this morning play Bad Gamer, Breakfast with Bad Gamer.
Gotcha.
And I'm not going to read the whole email, but it's amazing. It was scientific. I'm just going to kind of sum up the last paragraph. And so, judging by the history of all items released, and this is pure speculation, so we're not saying there.
Yeah, nothing factual. I read the email.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, what it's saying is that there's these model numbers for playsets, and there's codes on all the figures, and one thing that Retsum noticed is that for 3.0 playsets, the codes start at 200. Inside Out's 200, Twilight's 202, Empire's 203, Takeover's 207. And so what this shows is that 201, 204, 205, 206 are missing.
204 is taken. I checked today. Darth Maul is 204.
Okay. So there might be some pieces here and there, but the point is 1.0 and 2.0 had no missing numbers. And so if we can kind of sum this up with the Force Awakens, Battleground, and Speedway taking a number each, that means that there's one number remaining. And could that last number be a playset? And could that be some sort of...
Where do we find these numbers, by the way? Just so I know.
On the bottom.
On the bottom of
figure.
what?
Yeah, it's your figure.
Yeah.
Like
Of
base.
the actual figure?
Yeah,
Mhm.
underneath the base of the figure. I didn't check Vader and Boba Fett, and those are the other two that I have that not a lot of people have. I really need to look at that. But
Question: at the end of which number? 10.
the long number with a bunch of zeros.
Yeah, it's the model number. So 204 is Maul, as example.
204.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at a 238 here.
So
It belongs to this guy.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay.
so
Oh, interesting.
how many numbers do we have?
but I
this
think
theory.
at one point, did they all take, like, every number was taken? Like, I don't remember how exact. I don't have time to obsess over this. I really
Yeah.
would was if I wasn't moving, but I don't know. I think it's more figures. I don't think they're squeezing
Yeah.
another set.
You,
Um,
you don't think so?
no, but I mean, if there are missing numbers, and that's another thing though. It could be a figure that made it almost to production and then
Yeah.
scrapped. You know, I mean, it happens, unfortunately.
And he actually brings that up in the form of Cora and Sam for 2.0.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
So-
There's definitely. Well, they've said there's more figures. There's definitely more figures, and Star Wars being the namesake of this version of the game, I can't imagine that we're not going to even see more of them. Some of the most unless they want to hold out on some heavy hitters for future Star Wars releases, but Jar Jar. That's who I was referring to specifically. So
No, just no.
Logan would quit.
No,
like-
I'd buy 2 and burn one.
what would you do with the other one though? Oh, you
play
would
with
keep it.
it.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't. He'd just go. I'd get him to level 1 just to get him to activate on the podium, and then I'd put him away.
That's amazing. Oh man, guys, this is awesome. I love. Yeah, I don't know. Star Wars, Force Awakens. The hype is real, and
Yes.
sounds like we're all excited about the playset and the figures. You got to see the figures up close and personal, Abe, and
I just
You're
thought of
loving
the power disc possibilities, like the new TIE fighters and everything. Like, oh man. Okay, I'm ready now. Yep, let's do this.
now you're ready.
Yep.
Cool.
Do you guys even know the 4 power discs already?
The Force Awakens power discs?
Yeah. How can you guys not know this?
Seeing the question marks.
We don't live in the West Coast, so
No, it was when the retailers put them up, they accidentally left some descriptions up.
yeah, I didn't. I stay away from those.
I guess we'll leave that to after the show.
Yeah, that'll be the juicy nuggets for the after show. Hey, did you guys write about it, Abe? This Kingdom, do you know?
Those 4? No, we just left it on our discussion.
Okay,
Because
cool.
it wasn't official, so.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Well, people should go to DizKingdom.com anyway. I was gonna send people there for that
there, take a
news,
look.
but
Yeah, see some stuff.
it's there. You just gotta read every page and every article, and you'll
No,
find
just
it.
read some of them. Don't read them all. You don't need to read all of them. Some of them are great. Some of them are. If you like something like Marvel, there's some Marvel posts for you.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars. If you don't like, Star Wars, I don't know why, but you can skip those. So
Too funny. Well, before we end things, gents, do you have anything else, Abe? Anything else about the event you want to mention? The trailer or
theories, but that might be a while. That's
Okay.
gonna take forever.
Text me. It's,
yeah. We'll talk about theories, but
Great.
overall, just it was a fun event.
Yeah.
It's awesome that Disney Infinity, the team, does things like that, and
on the West Coast.
Yep.
well, yeah, because it's convenient for them because they are on the West Coast.
I know.
They happen to
I
own
just
a
like giving
theater
a hard
on the
time to
West
people.
Coast,
That's
and they happen to have their campus on the West Coast and a big theme park or original on the West
I'm
Coast.
just saying that there's a great game testing facility in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay, your new house does not count.
I don't live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but
Okay,
no,
well,
literally,
somewhere.
Louisiana State University actually has a great game testing facility.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
not joking. Yeah.
Did not
But,
know.
yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Any ending thoughts for you, Logan?
I'm excited. Like I've been so busy with life. I really haven't had a chance to sit down and really think about the implications that this movie has in our, Disney Infinity world. And I'm really getting excited because 3.0 for me is the golden goose.
Yeah.
Like it's they finally got this game 100% right, and I can't wait. I so can't wait.
One thought question. We already know Logan's answer, but I guess I'll ask you, Will. Did you buy your tickets already?
I did.
And
What? Yeah,
awesome, good. How about everybody in the chat? Did you all buy your tickets? Because
You better have.
it's a struggle.
People earlier were saying, so some have, some were still struggling to get through. So
I was lucky. Like I'd finished rounds at work. I work at a hospital, so I did my rounds, and I was like, oh, maybe I missed the trailer. I looked on Twitter, nothing. I was like, I wonder if they put the tickets on sale yet. And I got lucky. I went to my local theater's website, and they let me buy them. So I got tickets before everybody.
That's awesome.
Had issues. So
I was gonna say somebody's flatlining. Hold on, I'm buying tickets.
Yeah.
I know.
Stay right there. Be right back.
Stay with us. Hold on. There's been an awakening.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to buy them 30 minutes before. That's
Before
Cheater.
everything, before Fandango and everything shut down, and yeah, it went nuts. Yeah, I got lucky.
Did you get yours, Abe?
I got two different
Nice.
days. So one would be at the Man's Chinese Theater.
Wow.
Opening day, or the day before, which is weird. Opening day is like the day before the opening day.
That's what I do now. No more midnight premieres, man.
Yeah.
I got a 7 p.m. on Thursday.
Which is awesome. That's the way it should be.
I agree.
I've fallen asleep through too many movies at 12 a.m.
I think it's funny, yeah. And then another one on the weekend.
Nice.
I'm sure I'll watch it a few more times after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're going to both, so it's not like you. It's a real big issue.
Yeah, I really hope that Star Wars: The Force Awakens defeats Jurassic World in less than a month for like highest grossing of the year.
Yeah.
They have less than a month to do it, and I really hope they do.
They will.
Oh yeah, I think I mean, because the pre-sale numbers already, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they knocked down sites.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, I can't wait.
I don't remember a time, maybe during the prequels, that websites and theater sites were crashing because people were buying tickets on a certain
No,
day.
because back then people would line up
That's
for
true.
weeks.
That's true.
This time you don't need to, so you can just go online, clickety click, I'm done.
I must say though, I miss my theater in Little Rock. Like the theater in Little Rock I had, when you bought your tickets, you reserved your seat.
Yeah.
In the theater. It was a recliner, and you reserved your seat, your spot in the theater. I totally missed that. Now I'm gonna have to I literally, as soon as I bought my tickets, I opened up the request off book, and I requested off December.
Wait, so you still have to line up?
To get my seat in the theater. Like even though I have a ticket in hand, I still have to
that's how
line up to get my spot.
Sorry,
Yeah,
on the West Coast, we buy our seat.
Yeah, no, in Little Rock, that's how it was. You bought your seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you, buddy.
Well, I mean, we
I'm
had
in the same boat.
we had one big theater in Lafayette that did that. But if you watch the news while we were in D23, there was a shooting there, so it's still shut
that's
down.
right. Yeah.
So that was the only theater that did it. But so yeah.
Crazy. Well, it's good times. We only have a couple months to go. Not even really, but
Because
Dude, you make
so
it sound
soon.
like it's
I know,
so
man,
easy.
I know.
Unfair.
That sounds
You're
like,
not-
and that was another thing. I'm like, last night was the last bit of nugget information we're gonna get for months.
well, you just got to play Disney Infinity until then. You get all the Star. Well,
But it's not
almost
even
all
worse
the
than
stories.
Weekend.
I know. I'm
The only
trying
thing
here.
the only thing that we do have, Will, is that we get to play the Battle of Jakku a month before
That's
the movie,
true.
which is great on Battlefront.
That's
So
true.
Yes.
don't forget to do that. You can
Get
lead up
that
to the story.
pre-order. That's a
Mhm.
pre-order bonus, by the way. Get that.
Yep.
So we can do that.
Cool.
I pre-ordered Xbox. I'm really debating getting on both consoles. I'm a pre-order on PS4 as well.
PS4. Ready to go.
No, it's the first time I'm actually thinking about buying a game on both consoles.
My
First
Vita.
world. It's just like
My Vita stuff that I traded in went straight to Battlefront.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
I know, right?
I'm
Buy
off
it,
tomorrow.
take Spider-Man, and then
Yeah.
and you get more credit for your trade-in. Woo!
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna do that now.
There you go. Pro tip from Abe.
That's
Battlefront. All right, guys. Well, I think we're kind of leading up to our ending here. Abe, I said who you were, but for those that don't remember you from last time or haven't had the pleasure of getting to know you online, who are you and where can people find you and what do you do?
I'm Abraham, or also known by Abe. I help out DizKingdom.com. I basically am their West Coast rep. I go to all the events. It all started with Infinity. That's the only reason why I'm helping them, because my passion for it, drew me to them, and so I'll do a lot of unboxings and gameplay videos and whatnot. But
And
I
weird
also,
faces.
yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm also known for my hashtag Abe face that I do with every unboxing, which is
awesome.
great because best experience that I had from the summit and D23 was Steve Krellin's little girl coming up to me asking for a selfie with an Abe face. So that was awesome. But anyways,
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm on Disc Kingdom, or follow me on Twitter, Abe Junior 22, which I believe is on the screen.
It's right below you.
And I'm just a lover of Disney Infinity and Star Wars, Marvel, Disney, so in general. So yeah, just hit me up whenever.
Awesome. It's great having you back, man. We're going to have you on again real soon. Maybe even more Star Wars talk. But it's a pleasure. I mean, you were so much fun to hang out. Logan and I, we had a blast hanging out with you at D23, and it's nice that we got you back on, and thanks for fitting it into your busy schedule.
Oh, absolutely, man. Always a pleasure. Always down to do this. And yeah, I had fun with you guys too. And apologies for the F-bomb.
No worries.
It's okay. Logan softened up the crowd for me. So
yeah. And with that, Logan, thank you so much for bringing your custom figure onto the show and joining us again.
It's my unborn twin.
There you go. Now you have something to honor it by.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, it was awesome having you back on. Like I said, you know Star Wars, and I really want to hear your thoughts on the trailer. And we're gonna have you back on more often as well. But it's good seeing you again, and congrats on the move. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to Periscope tomorrow. Give you guys a little bit of a tour of the new place, so you can see what's going on and what I've been up to.
People love it.
It's gonna be a lot of boxes, but I can do an unboxing.
Yeah. Yes, 8 face for every box.
8 face for every box. Take a picture like it's a.
Boxers.
Oh man.
Yes,
but
please.
Yes, I'm so ready. Let's do this. But yes, look it out. I had to get a new phone. The whole process was kind of crazy, but once I get logged back into DITV's Twitter and everything, I will definitely throw a Periscope up there. So look forward for it.
People are missing you, man. People are missing your Periscope. So make it happen.
I will.
All right. Well, thank you guys both so much. This was awesome. I loved geeking out Star Wars with you and hearing Force Awakens. And yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, we expect
for having me, man.
Awesome. After the movie, man.
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Well, you're going to be the one that's going to be talking about Star Wars. We'll be the people who don't know anything.
There you go. I like it. I like it. That's a plan. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining this week. Thanks, everyone out there who's either listening or watching the show. Thanks for all the Twitch chat. Really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed the trailer this week, the Force Awakens trailer, and this conversation. And yeah, until next week, we hope your week's filled with infinite possibilities. Ooh. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Inside Infinity Podcast, brought to you, sponsorship from Gone to Chris. Gone to Chris makes some amazing custom Disney Infinity figures and Amiibo figures if you're fans of all things Disney Infinity and Amiibo. Got to show off a few here. She's kind enough to donate to our Extra Life program this Moana custom figure, Stitch in a Moana outfit. My most anticipated animated movie in the very near future is Moana.
Correction, he's in a Maui outfit.
He is, okay. What did I say? Anyway.
Moana. It's from Moana, but he's the character Maui.
Yes, thank you. Some amazing customs. Some of my other favorites here are the Slave Leia, which the one and only Pirate Steven has. And here's a King Mickey, but this is my all-time favorite. You have Oswald and Hortensia. So check out Gonda_Chris on Instagram and Twitter, and then also check out her storefront. It's GondaChris, all one word, .storeenvy.com. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Inside Infinity Podcast. You can see all of our places where you can follow us, watch us, stream us. Please subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. Thanks to all of our patrons out there. And if you want to be a patron, look to patreon.com/DisneyInfinityTV. Also, check out our parent network, Res.TV, youtube.com/ResTV.